Okie dokie gals and guys, this episode I'm going to show you a super easy way to run hidden wires in your handlebars, either ape hangers or just regular handlebars. It's going to work on either way. The first thing we need to do is measure for the bottom and the top. Up here we want to measure off and see exactly where our handlebars, our grips are going to go. And we're going to make our guide hole just past that. And at the bottom, we want to make sure where our mounts are at and either go to the right hand side, left hand side, or center of wherever your mounts are. So that's what I'll do next. I'll measure that off and get those marked. What you're going to need to complete this project is a 60-inch section of 14 gauge wire, stranded wire, plastic coated. Needle nose pliers, I forgot what I was going to call those things. A step bit or a regular drill bit, whichever one you want to use to make your hole with. Electrical tape, something to mark your handlebars with, and of course your drill. Okay, I've made my mark here on the bottom of my handlebar and at the center on the top. Now I'm going to make a pilot hole and drill these out, and you want to kind of get one right beside each other because you're wanting to make kind of like an oval hole on both of those. Let me get those made and I'll show you why. Got my ovaled out holes made. You want that oval out, and you want it, not all the way oval, but you want it rounded out a little bit so your wire won't catch and won't fray coming out of there. And of course you need this hole as big as however many wires you want coming through it. There's a wiring harness set up right there. You can see how many wires, but you know how many wires you've got coming through your turn signals and what else you've got coming through there. So now we're going to take our 14 gauge wire and feed it through the two holes. Got my wire ran through there. You just feed it through the top till it gets down to this hole, and then you can use your needle nose pliers to reach through that hole and pull the wire through. And this is why we got the wire so long. We're wanting to make a big loop, and we're going to tie these two wires together there. Just pull back the coating on both wires and twist those together and tape them up, and we're going to do that now. The black 14 gauge wire has been taped, and what this does is creates a large loop. And what you do with your first wire you want to run through, you tape it to the black wire. I'm not going to be able to do this with the hold the phone and do it too, because you'll need to guide it a little bit with your hand and pull the other wire. And what you'll do is when you're pulling your loop through, you'll pull your first wire through to whatever length you want it past your handlebars, untape it, take your next wire that you want, tape it onto the black loop wire again, and pull it through. And you'll just continue pulling that loop around with each set of each wire that you want ran through there until you get your complete set of wires ran through. I've seen so many people try to tape it up and force all the wires through at one time, and it either gets caught in this bend or gets caught in this bend. And usually the wires coming from your controls are pretty small gauge, so there's not a lot of rigidity to it, and just any type of resistance get them all balled up. So once you get this loop made, you can pull each wire through individually, and you can put a whole lot of wires in a small hole when you're just pulling one through at a time. Then when you get through, you just cut this and pull your loop wire out, and then your handlebars are wired and ready to go. All right, I hope this guide helps out a whole lot. and we're going to start working on our videos and getting a better perspective for you guys with some tripods and that kind of thing. So, and we're going to change the intro a little bit. Apparently somebody else on YouTube already had the channel name, so we're going to work through that and change up a little bit of stuff. But anyway, thank you guys for watching.